Welcome in, listener. You're listening to a segment from the Slumpbuster podcast with Ju-Ju and Dre. Find the full episode on Spotify, iTunes, the Google Play Store, or our YouTube channel. Enjoy.
You think you got better music than Shaq?
I think I rap better than Shaq.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. People wasn't looking at it like this a real rapper. It was like that Shaq rapping. So
yeah.
Of course it was a big deal.
But he did that shit as a genie, too.
As a genie? Shaq was a genie.
Don't do that, because just 3 weeks ago, y'all was real hyped that Will Smith was a genie.
Kobe, tell me how my ass tastes. Okay, everybody, Kobe me out. That's why I'm getting divorced. He said Shaq gave a bitch a meal. I don't do that, because my name's Shaquille. I love him, but don't leave him. I got a vasectomy. Now I can't breed him.
This week, we had probably the best rap battle we've had since the legends of MGK versus Eminem or Tupac and Biggie. Shaq versus Damien Lillard. I am for it. Damien Lillard wants that smoke. What spurred this little beef was Dame was on the Joe Budden podcast, and on there he said, I think I'm a better rapper than Shaq. He said, I think a lot of people kind of like viewed Shaq as more of a novelty act, not really a rapper. It's like, hey, Shaq's rapping, so that's something. Let's check it out. And Shaq wasn't apparently too happy about this. He actually said, oh yeah, young gun? Well, listen to these rhymes. So he released his own diss track. He got on Instagram, released a 4-minute video overlaid to the tune of What's the Difference from Dr. Dre and Eminem. In there, he had some interesting lyrics, some decent burns. Lyrically, I'm a 3-time finals MVP. I can't believe some clown is testing me. Talking like you Braun, you ain't even Trevor Ariza. Call me when you have back-to-back-to-back. Why would I want to be a rapper? Rappers want to be Shaq. So a couple decent lines, nothing too crazy. So you two haven't listened to Dame Lillard's response yet. I have. I thought it'd be kind of interesting on this pod to kind of react to Damien Lillard's single. To key you in on what the track is called, you're probably not going to be able to listen to this on if you're listening on YouTube, just because YouTube's pretty strict with the copyrights. But if you're one of our Spotify, iTunes, Google Play Store listeners, you should be just fine to listen in with us. But here it is, Rain, Rain, Go Away by Damien Lillard, or Dame D.O.L.L.A.
Dollar. I fill the tank up with diesel. You jealous of me and I see you. Love you when you was in beast mode. Loki thought you was a cheat code. No, you see my pockets deep, so you flexing ain't really a thing, bro. We both could be working at Kinko's. And Kobe, when you don't know if I address you as Shaq or Shaq Fu. Your old head can't see me. He blinded. Slick Rick the ruler was mad at Steph unanimous trophy. You sick probably. It'd be wise to move on, Aristotle, cause this a gimme. All the money in the world, but traded you for penny. Shoulda knew this was a shootout, I could never let you zip me. Said that Max was little, that 250 million crispy. Can't recall you, kinda like the Cavs, ain't really need Diesel ass. And even in Miami, won that on the strength of Flash. My bars is colder than any climate that's near. So if you looking for the stop to the rain, you can find it here. Feel.
Oh, he just said you ain't have no nipples.
Dame is actually a pretty good rapper. I was actually impressed.
Yes. So, C-Money, what do you think of Dame's rap?
That was really good, actually. I really got into it.
How do you compare it to Shaq's?
I don't know, man. I can't take Shaq seriously. Like, Shaq is just like a funny dude. Like I could just imagine him on Inside the NBA, just sitting there with Chuck, and like Shaq just gets up and gets in Chuck's face and just starts spitting rhymes at him, and Chuck is just like, "What's going on right now?" and all of this is during like live TV, and then I could just see when Shaq is done with his rap, they're just like, "Well, the halftime show is over. All right, guys, that was it." I don't know, man. Like Shaq, I can't take him too seriously, man. He's just funny. But yeah. the Damian Lillard one, that one was really good.
Yeah, I think I've seen Shaq body Chuck enough times on Inside the NBA to like really consider that a decent little beef. But man, like I think that Dame, his single's legit. But with that said, in terms of NBA acumen, Shaq's got him on that front at least. Just stay out dropping bars, man.
Yeah, no, you guys, I think it's spot on. Dame is sick at rapping. He's very talented. hey, maybe that'll be his career after he's done and he retires from the NBA. But that's the thing is Shaq as well, that personality that he's sort of made for himself and that persona has sort of been like the goofy messing around on Inside the NBA with Chuck and all of that and doing funny things. So I think it's hard to take him serious as a rapper. But then when you look at his basketball, though, you definitely know he's all about basketball. Whereas with Dame, it's a little bit harder. It's the opposite, right? Like he hasn't had that messing around sort of persona and personality. So it's easier to take him serious as a rapper. And his raps are pretty legit. But then when you look at his game, though, he's still one heck of an NBA player. But it's like, do you have a ring yet? You know, have you accomplished all that Shaq has? Because if you had him going accomplishment for accomplishment in the NBA, he doesn't even hold the candle up to Shaq.
Okay, so I wrote down some of the best lyrics in our show notes here. So what was your favorite line from Dame's diss? I think my favorite definitely has to be kind of like the Cavs ain't need Diesel's ass. And even in Miami, won that on the strength of Flash. So Flash being D-Wade. I thought that was one of the best disses out there. Was there a line that stood out to you guys?
Yeah, I like all the money in the world, but traded you for a penny.
Oh, that's
one of the most clever rhymes or lyrics that I could think of.
Dude, that was savage. So if you don't remember, Shaq did play with a team before the Lakers. He was on the Orlando Magic, and they let him go to keep Penny Hardaway. Yeah. So a little bit of history thrown into Dame's lyric. He had that little subtle disses. That's what I liked about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, honestly, Skip Bayless had the most savage line of the week in regards to this beef. Damien Lillard is in danger of becoming a better diss track rapper than a basketball player. I'm afraid the closest he'll ever get to a ring is rapping about why Shaq won his 4.
Oh.
It's should we start calling Skip Drip Bayless officially? Because that was savage. Skip.
I want to see Skip Bayless get in on this now. I wonder if Skip can rap. I'm sure he could at least have a ghostwriter or something, right?
Throw in a ghostwriter. You have Shannon come in with a hook. Oh, I'm all for it. Let's get Skip on this. Let's do this. That's one track I won't skip.